Welcome to Frisco, Texas. It is great to have you with us as we have a couple of teams amped up and excited to go in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl to see who will leave here as Frisco Bowl champions. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the American, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So East Carolina's offense takes the field for the first time today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Looking downfield, it's Balkinson. Swings it out to his running back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Pirates in the hurry-up. Let's talk for a second about East Carolina. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of... Turning it on!
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down at the 41. Snap in the shotgun. Grabbed in the middle. It's Soto. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down. And the Pirates started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates.
And that is exactly exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, Dave?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air, it's Hill. Firing to the right, complete.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to go up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
No, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon or the offensive lineman call it out and pick you up. You could tell, did a good job buying a little bit of time, and then on the snap, boom, shot out of a cannon, right to the quarterback, gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his big tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again.
Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Balkinson. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Pirates line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down the
the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground to separate.
And the Cyclones just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Leaves it with the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Dropping back, it's Green. Got his man down the middle. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
East Carolina, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Pirates are in the hurry up.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Slithers into space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. From the gun, the ground game. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They get to the line quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Pirates look to keep this drive humming.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
To the air, it's Balkinson. Looking to the big tight end. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. 3rd down play from the gun. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, it's Soto. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Rides the back and leaves it. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. And the Pirates lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Tight end now in motion. They'll run for it on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Caught over the middle. It's Harris. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone of the 18. The Pirates come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Pirates had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw, it's Balkinson. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 3rd and goal, and a long way from the end zone. Oh, they're after him! And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kid, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Off play action. Fires to the right. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hill. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. The Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Personal foul. Looking to kick defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Cyclones come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll pull it on the read. Pass to 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Makes one man miss. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. And the Cyclones come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
The Cyclones trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to punch it in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Pirates want to move quickly.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To throw, it's Balkinson. He's got his man, makes the grab. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Here's the pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
And the Pirates will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The give to the tailback. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Dropping back, it's Green. Got his man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's got 67 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. To the ground, he's got it again. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Cyclones really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They'll move the tight end. Snapped it in the shotgun. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. The quick out. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying play action. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Back to pass, it's Balkinson. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Oh, that's just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Pirates look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fires to the end zone. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. There he goes. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go in this Frisco Bowl. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Frisco Bowl.
And the Pirates will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. The Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back to throw, it's Hill. Makes the grab on the left. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Turns it on at midfield. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. He smashes his way through again. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
3rd down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big first down. Now you're set up in great position.
He's trying to get it in, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
27, East Carolina, 10.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Russo. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
Looking to pass, it's Balkinson. Right on the money. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Soto. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Quick completion on the out. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Pirates moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw again. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Pirates decide to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Paul, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Balkinson. Swings it out to the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away.
27, East Carolina, 17.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time. Turning it on! Smashes ahead and runs through another guy. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The RPO, it's complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Brings up second down.
He'll run it again. Hard running there. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Green. Looking for a deep man. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Punt is in the air on 4th down. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. To the air on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And the Cyclones with an absolute gift to start this drive with goal to go. They'll try the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Balkinson. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Pirates will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's got it again. Shows him the stiff arm. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field, it's Hill. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Pirates headed quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. On target over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking for a man. It's Balkinson. Flips it out in the flat. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. And the Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Pirates are moving quickly down the field.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Just keep slinging it. It's complete to the left. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. From the gun to give, looking for room. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, ECU!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the middle. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pro Bowl. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now,
he's got some space. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. Back to throw, it's Green. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He'll sneak it.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
and I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Pirates will hustle to the line.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's going to throw deep right side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Wide receiver comes in motion. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Grab behind the line. It's Soto. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Balkinson. Quickly to the tight end. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. He'll do it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The give and tick, 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 tick. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Runs through a tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
And the Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Offense never had a chance. A 3rd down sack forces the punt. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Looking for a man. It's Balkinson. Got the back over the middle. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. The Pirates come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Gonna look downfield again. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.